bro. Jeez, it's so hard to like be crying when John is just like so smiley there. Oh my gosh, I didn't know this would get so emotional. I don't know, just like seeing their faces and stuff and knowing like they're not here. I don't know, it makes it. Whew. Whew. That was so much more emotional than I thought this was gonna be. It's such a good like ode to the two of them, and oh man, I wish I had better words, but it's hard to put my thoughts out there right now. This got me good, man. This got me good.
Because of you. And if you go away.
Sure. That music video is so beautiful. I don't know if I'm right, but John was murdered, right? And George passed away because of lung cancer, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me down below. And I'm pretty sure that George and John, they lived a very good life. At least they made a lot of fans, a lot of people loved him, and they changed their lives, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this song made me cry, of course. If I if I didn't cry, I wouldn't have a heart. You know, it's really hard to not cry. And this particular song is so beautiful. I could.
That was so beautiful. That was so nice. It was emotional as well. I just love the way the video is done. It just gives the pictures, brings the pictures of then and now. The ones that are alive, the ones that, have passed away, looking at them and kind of infusing and putting, them into the video. Everything was just so beautiful, so emotional. That's just life. I can just see how this song really would mean, then and now, how it is in the present, how it was before. I can see how they were in the studio all together. When they started, they were so young, and not knowing how the future would hold, how it would be. And then looking at how Paul McCartney, how older he is now, looking at it, and he'll be. There's a video.
If we must start again.
Look at John. I need to gather my thoughts here, guys. Let me come back in a second. Okay, made it back. I had to gather myself. You guys knew I'm an emotional guy. I appreciate emotionality in music and poetry and art. I love all that stuff. This is no different. Great job of an arrangement by Giles Martin. Of course, Paul and Ringo did their thing. Shout out to everyone involved in this. Peter Jackson, all of that. The Lennon vocals. Oh, the Harrison guitars. Oh, man, this was so good. Oh, man, it's just so good to hear the Beatles doing something new. This is going to be the last time we hear it. This is a great send-off, in my opinion. I loved this song. I'm going to listen to it all day today. But I think they did a really good job capturing the true essence of the Beatles and the visual.
The Beatles, Now and Then, is not just a song, it's a time capsule. A poignant echo of a band that defined a generation, resurrected through technology. It is more than just a song, it's a reminder of the Beatles' unparalleled influence and a celebration of their timeless music. A fitting coda to the greatest band of all time. The song itself is classic Beatles, melancholic, melodic, and deeply affecting.
Well, we will know for sure.
And it's like time flies so fast, and I this is so weird. I loved everything. As you can see, I can't stop crying because it was so beautiful, so full of emotion. I felt all of that from this one beautiful and exceptional music video. This was so beautiful, and I absolutely.
History has just been made. I am so convinced of that. History has just been made. Now, November 2023. I feel so lucky in a way to be able to witness these things, because technology is capable of so many things, so many beautiful things, and we don't have to forget them, because that's one of them. So because of technology, because of everything, we potentially might just have had an extra gift, which is maybe the very last Beatles song.
And if you go away, I know.
Beautiful strings, beautiful guitars, and I've always said this, Paul McCartney is the most underrated bassist in the world. And he's actually one of the best bassists in the world. The man has some incredible bass lines, but nobody talks about that because he's a great singer and the greatest songwriter. They just like focused on that. But listen to Paul McCartney's bass. He always plays with a great melody as well when he plays the bass. Maybe it's because he's a guitarist as well. I don't know that. But I just love to hear him play the bass. And the bass here is just fantastic. It's a beautiful song. The chorus is so catchy, but it makes me very emotional.
Like, y'all are for bringing tears to your boys' eyes. And it's crazy because, you know, obviously 2.5 years ago, we couldn't have told you a Beatles song. But as we've taken this journey with this channel, I would say the Beatles are one of those groups that we've probably dove the most down their rabbit hole. We've done so many songs by them. You know, you guys have sent us some awesome like documentaries. We've got to learn about each one's life, like how they work together. And then like you get this, obviously singing about, you know, George and John.
Said I love you. Said I
yes,
love you.
like it's emotional as heck. And then you see George back here, like,
If we must start again.
And that just feels like a final bow, you know? Ugh. That was absolutely gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. A wonderful homage to their band and to the members that are not here anymore, to their fans, and also like that other line. This is it just gets me a little bit, because it's like, and if I make it through, it's all because of you. You know?
Boy, hey, technology is something else, ain't it? You know, it's so cool, man, how advanced we have gotten, you know, with the technology to be able to do stuff like this, man. Yeah, I will never forget that first time when I seen Tupac, the hologram thing. Everybody was like tripping out. Some people were like, man, this is scary, but like to see this. And you know, I love when they do it and it kind of look like it goes together, you know?
Oh my goodness, John Lennon. This is one of those tearjerkers.
Yes.
Like, it's so emotional because this
That was
group,
magic.
the Beatles, the Beatles was the biggest band of
Ever.
all time.
Ever created.
Biggest rock band of all time.
So over millions and millions and millions of records.
The highest selling rock and roll band of all time. And oh my goodness.
You know,
To watch them reflect like that, it reminds me of that moment when you get old and you look back on your life and you think about all the people you missed who you'll never see again, the
Yes.
times you've had. It's the most saddest time in your life.
Bueno, chicos, esta es una balada muy característica de los Beatles, que esta banda fue un boom. Todas sus canciones han sido éxitos y creo que perduran a través del tiempo. Esta preparación para poder sacar esta canción les tomó muchos años. Este era un demo que había sido grabado por John Lennon. No lo pudieron sacar en ese tiempo, así que esto era muy personal de él. Ya cuando John se fue, pues quedó en manos de su mujer. Después del tiempo decidieron escucharlo, pero era muy difícil separar la voz y el piano.
Comment from Mike Frost. It seems like maybe everyone knows that George and John have passed away, but this song somehow makes it more real. Suddenly you realize that George and John are never going to have a chance to make any more music in this life. And that is a really sad thing. Because these four individuals made something really great together. From Ron Shimon, you're my favorite reaction to this song. I was the same way. I fell in love with the Beatles at age 5 and never missed the opportunity to watch them on the Ed Sullivan. When I was 6, my uncle bought me my first Beatles album, Hard Day's Night. They mean so much to me. And believing that John wrote this song to Paul makes it more emotional because of their falling out. And to end it this way is very emotional. I would love to know Paul's reaction knowing John possibly writing this song for him. I still get emotional watching it.